So this is my second video I think I made so far. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool, but we're gonna have to add music or something to edit it out, make it like cool or something, have some in the background. I mean, 'cause I listen to music all the time, but until I figure that part out, I'll look on YouTube and see how they do it. I'm sure there's a guideline. Anyway, so I'm Ty. Got the nickname a long time ago. Of course, the people who gave me the nickname, they kind of dumped me off to the side of the road, left me for dead, pretty much. So, whatever. I stuck with the term, and I'm gonna stick with it because I like it. It's different. It makes me feel better. My actual name wasn't good enough, so they wanted me to have a nickname. So I took the nickname and I worked with it. Anyway, this video is going to be about pet peeves. You know what I don't like? I don't like when people try to control other people because they feel like they have accomplished something, when if you break down what they've accomplished, it's only partiality to what it is that they could possibly have the potential to actually create for themselves. But unfortunately, they're so egotistically inclined to feel like they're better than the next. It just makes them look weaker than someone who actually is humbled by the work that they do. Case in point, one day I decided to go to one of my kids' art things that they had in school. The person I was with at the time, was there with their kids as well. I don't know how, but I obviously created something so amazing with the artwork that I had there, that this little girl came up to me and asked me if I could have it, if she could have it. And I didn't understand what she meant, but she loved what I had did, like loved it, dude. I mean, like, this little girl was with her dad, and I've never had anyone appreciate something that I was able to do with just my own two hands. I mean, she loved it. And so what I did was sorry, that's the phone. I wound up going and I wound up going and I gave it to her. Like, I really gave her my piece of artwork. But that's because I didn't really think anything of it. I mean, it was just, I wish I had it so I can show you guys, but it was so long ago and on another phone during another time of my life, which was like 2 years ago. It doesn't matter, because if I had to, I could redo it if I needed to. Which, by the way, I think I'm going to make this my art. That's what I'll do. I have my horse. Once everything is built, I'll do like little videos of some of the art stuff that I have once I get everything situated, because I really want to go back to doing my art. I just, I just haven't, applied myself along those lines yet, but I will. Anyway, but the whole point is, what I'm getting at is, the girl that I was with at the time, right? My biggest pet peeve is somebody who doesn't allow someone else to just enjoy their life and to enjoy their happiness. They have to go out and do something to make it seem like they're just as great or that they're better. Like, it's like, calm down, Like, what's wrong with you? Like, focus on you. Stop trying to get in my lane. I ain't in your lane. Why are you in my lane? Type thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm getting at. It's like you're trying to one up me on something that comes naturally. You know what I'm saying? Because who's to say, you know, it won't happen again? I mean, let's face it. It came natural. All I did was do my part. And if I do my part, if somebody likes my stuff, what makes you think that by you trying to one up me, somebody else ain't gonna do it? And then, that's how people get jealous. That's how you know people are jealous of you. Because they'll try to do something to make themselves, and it's funny, but it's one of my biggest pet peeves. Pet peeves. I really mean that. It irks me because it's like, come on, get real. Like, be happy for that person that they were able to create something for someone else so that way they feel great. Don't try to overshadow what their greatness is because you don't like the fact that you didn't get the same recognition. Like, and it was so obvious too because when the difference between it is, and this is how you could tell the difference. When someone likes your stuff, just loves your stuff, they're gonna automatically tell you. You don't have to go out and promote yourself. You don't have to go out your way to do anything. They're going to come to you. They're going to give you that recognition. They're going to make you feel 100%. When somebody doesn't feel that same way, they'll find every reason to try to knock you down. So that way they can feel better about themselves. I don't have time to deal with it. Unfortunately, it's what it is. But yeah, pet peeves like that suck. What's another pet peeve? Another pet peeve of mine's procrastination, Okay, look, if you were a procrastinator at one point in time in your life, fine. That's understandable. You're a procrastinator. There's nothing you can do about that. But when you decide that you don't want to be one anymore, and then you decide that you don't want to be around people like that anymore because that's not how you are any longer because that's your choice. People have their choices. They can do that over there. They don't need to be in your circle to do the very thing that they want to do that you used to do. That's why you separate yourself, right? And I always separate myself. I don't care. But the whole point is that when you procrastinate, you don't get stuff done. Like right now I'm taking a break. I know I gotta go back to studying and stuff. But it sucks because it's like, dude, come on, get real. Like, why waste your time when you could actually build on something, Give something to yourself that you deserve, that you feel like you deserve. You worked hard for it, and realize that your time is just as worth as much as anyone else's. You don't have to waste your time. You just do what you need to do and you go on from there, type thing. Another pet peeve, I don't know. Kind of connects with the first one. People who are random. You don't even know them, but they just assume that they're better than you because of whatever egotistical thought process they have going through their head based off of stereotypical differences. Can't stand those people. Sometimes I just want to punch them or like just slap the shit out of them so hard that it kind of wakes them up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, not too hard to where they go to sleep, but just slap them so hard, or not so hard, slap them hard enough to do, not don't do a Nipsey Hussle slap, do like a kind of like a pimp slap, you know what I mean? But yeah, kind of like, I guess that's one and the same. Well, no, because he did it with the open hand instead of a backhand. So it's like, I don't know. Those people deserve a slap, though, for real. Because it's like, come on, dude. If you're going for the same fucking goal, what is your beef? Just focus on what you gotta do, okay? If you want to battle and go against somebody as a competition, do that shit on the field. Know what you're battling against. Like, I can't, yeah, that's another pet peeve. You be trying to battle dudes that ain't even in a league on some levels. That's like racing against a sprinter and you're a freaking, and you're a freaking hurdler or something. Or not a hurdler, and you're like shock put, you're 300 pounds. You can run fast, but you ain't running that fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. They be having me dying. I'll be like, dude, calm down. Like, look, we could battle it out, or we could focus on how we could be more of a better team. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, people trip me out, like, for real. Or, oh, get this, another pet peeve. When you're going somewhere and people start shouting out famous people's names because you happen to be the same skin color, or for Halloween, when you're walking down the street, people want to pretend like they're more scared of the color of your skin than the fact that you're wearing a damn mask, Like, really, Like, I'm not going to be scared of you because you got a lighter skin complexion than me. And I'm not going to take offense to it. I just feel like they're idiots and they're stupid because whatever psychological differences they think that they have compared to the next person, they're still human. They'll still die like everybody else. They're no better than the next person. And their minds are so fucking skewed, it's so sad. It's like, come on. Racism. Biggest pet peeve. It's like, dude, you're an idiot. You claim that you want all this money for yourself. You claim that you want to rule like the kings and queens in the UK, etc., in France or whatever. But you're not even understanding that to have and gain the best commodity, it's better to have more people on your squad. Like, idiots, It's like, dude, you would rather take out people than to have them on your squad to make sure that everything works out for the better. Okay. When they say numbers don't lie, that means numbers don't lie. You could have $1 trillion and, you can have money, or not money, you can have a small little army with $1 trillion. But when you have a mass of people that gets tired of feeling neglected and feeling like they ain't shit, all it takes, it's like a herd of Cape Buffalo. They know that the ones in the front know it's a danger. Hell, all of them know it's a danger. 9 times out of 10, somebody's gonna die. Maybe a few of them are gonna die. But at the end of the day, when they realize that only a few casualties needed to be occurred in order for the rest to thrive, they'll come like a freaking tsunami wave and take over all that shit, I'm telling you. They did it in Mad Max. You know what I'm saying? They'll do it anywhere. In Mad Max, they had a city. They had, it's like, I'm just saying, like, you can fortify everything all you want to. If they really want to get in that mug, they'll get in. And don't let it be. And people that, how to get in, be, the leaders, they're smart enough to know to make it, but the fight would be different, though, too. Another pet peeve, come on, really? You're mad at somebody, and you want to take it out on them, so you try to make them feel like they can't, do certain things because you want to get under their skin. Stop it. Okay, if the person's trying to do right, just let them focus on what they need to do. There's no need to sit there and act like they can't handle their business just because you have an issue with, those realities or whatever. I mean, really, it's less becoming of you. Not me. I can care less. And it does break my heart because it's like, dude, I don't care. What you need to do is focus on what you need to do. That's how I feel. And what's another thing? The workplace. Like, come on, dude. If you're at work and you're working around heavy stuff, and you're working around stuff that's really gonna, that can potentially be harmful to people, don't act like you're trying to do something when you're really not, in order to cause an accident on yourself, because honestly, that's what it is. You can always tell the fakes. They're so out there. And it's really sad because it's like, dude, you hate so much that you don't even realize that you're screwing yourself over. That everything is being recorded. That literally, everything you're trying to do, you're going to be accounted for. I ain't a preacher. I'm just talking about, pet peeves of mine. Another pet peeve is when people want to sit there and make it seem like you're not doing something right. Like, what? Or people that pretend like they got something when they ain't got it. I don't do that, yo. I'm good. I keep it 100%. My life ain't 100% right now. It's not where I want it to be. But, Joe, guess what? I'm working towards that. You know why? Because at the end of the day, it's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a bomb-ass house. When I was living in Riverside, oh my gosh, I love that house. For real. That was my house. And then me and my ex, we no longer were together. And I had to give up the house. So that way she could do what she had to do. And it was heartbreaking because I didn't want to leave. Now I gotta live with my grandma where I didn't want to move to. But yo, do you think I'm pretending like this is my crib? Hell no. I like my house. I want my house back. You know what I mean? But I couldn't. I could have went and got it back. I could have fought for it. I probably could still fight for it now. Who knows? But let's be real for a second here. I'm not here BSing with nobody. My pet peeve is fake people. Or people that try to put other people down because they think they're doing better than them because they got a little something. It's just, and then they try to make you feel like, what you're doing is not enough. It's like, no. What you're doing, if you're doing what you need to be doing, is what needs to be done. Plain and simple like that. And in due time, they'll see. Because a key factor in all of this show, the key factor is that you handle your business. Because when you get where you're going, all they can do is shut up. You won't have to explain yourself. You won't have to feel like you need to prove yourself. You prove yourself to yourself. Because at the end of it all, you proving it to yourself is going to shut all them mouths up. They ain't going to be able to eat. They ain't going to be able to sleep. They're going to start, you make them think about their life choices. That's what it comes down to. You make them think about their life choices because they ain't thinking about your life choice. They ain't thinking about what you're doing. They ain't thinking about how you handling your business. They just want to be in your business so they can try to tell you what you're doing wrong in your life. Don't take no advice from nobody that ain't either doing it or has done it. That's another factor. If they ain't did it, if they haven't done it, they're not doing it, don't take advice from them because they're not doing it. They didn't do it. They're not going to do it. You know? At least with me, I'm doing it right now. And I've done most of it. And I'm still doing and going to do more of it. So taking my advice when it comes to some of this stuff, yeah. Why not? I mean, shoot, we got one life. One life to live. You think I'm gonna waste it on some lame ass, wasted opportunities? Yo, you live and you learn. You learn from your mistakes and you build, yo. That's what you do. You don't make excuses. You don't make people think that you can't accomplish stuff because of your circumstances. There's people that are in freaking other countries that get killed just like here in the U.S. back in the day when they got killed for just trying to read a book. But these people right now getting killed even at this day and age for going to school. And they still managing to get around that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I commend them for fighting for something. Hell, my ancestors fought to get to where we could have what we got today. Like, I forgot about that. Nah, the problem is, another pet peeve I got, big one, is these older people out here who got all this stuff and they don't even bring you back down. They don't talk to the youth about true history. It's like they try to sugarcoat the realities with materialistic bullshit. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. I understand that people want to live and be happy and they try to get away from that stuff. But to expect for your schools who are not that great, even in a grade school, aren't that great, and ensuring that your student gets the best teachings. Honestly, if you're relying on the schools to tell your kids that, then you're not doing your job as a parent. Your kids should know about the history. It don't matter if you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, not black, white, Asian, and Hispanic. Listen to me. It don't matter if you're European. Doesn't matter if you're African. Doesn't matter if you're Asian. Doesn't matter if you're Hispanic. See, they got us trained to think black and white right off the back. Not African, not European, Asian, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Those little factors factor in. Well, what part of Africa? Well, guess what? We don't know that. But we connect that with American. Euro-American. Euro. I don't know. I just find it really sad and funny because even in our dialect, in our language, in order for us to describe the features of our physical characteristics, it's so skewed. And that's a huge pet peeve for me because a lot of the stuff that I've learned that are beneficial for when I go back into the workforce, I needed to know that. I needed to know what I'm really up against. You don't know what you're up against until you know what you're up against. Now, either you can go and be blinded by what you're up against, or you can go in there with some knowledge of what you're up against and you work with that. I'm the type of person that I'll weigh my options and I'll go against whatever I learned versus going in blindly because, even in the Bible it says that, God says that his people die because of lack of knowledge. Well, I don't want to have lack of knowledge. I want to know what I'm up against. I want to know what I'm really about to deal with. Like, it's just like that, though. But, the way I see it is like, just do what we gotta do. Talk to your kids, whoever, other kids, if you know something about history, it don't matter if you might be a little wrong. I mean, don't be extremely wrong about it, but guide them, yo. Teach them about their history, because it's what they're dealing with their history that's gonna get them through some of the trials that's gonna come. Real trials is gonna come. Oh yeah, you can have the house, you can have all that stuff, but let's not forget when the Great Depression happened, how, who, what race was the last race to get any help? Black people, African Americans. The last race to get any type of help economically, after doing all that stuff to even make them even have the means to give that stuff out there. You see how hypocritical that is? Like, that's so hypocritical, people. You know, I don't understand it. That's just a hypocritical feat for people to try to feel better about themselves. And why? Because they feel that they're better than the very people that were there. Oh, well, you're our servant, so blah, blah. Like, who are you to tell me that I'm your servant? Like, what did you do for me in order for me not to retaliate on you? Oh, well, you're in poverty. Your ancestors were in poverty. No, they were not in poverty. You know what I mean? That's the biggest lie right there, you know? Because many of them actually were thriving. And the funny part about it is, you don't know about it here in America. You gotta look at the African slave trade from the United Kingdom's point of view. Theirs is not 100% connected like it is here. They tell you two different things. I was talking to a chick in Algeria today, and she was telling me a little bit about what she knew just about the slave trade as well, from what they're teaching there. And she said they had the nerve to say that they erased the Native Americans, or the Native Indians, Native tribes history. I'm like, what? Like, no, they have their history because they practice it all the time. It's black folks from Africa that got their stuff. See, this is what's so messed up with this world. You know, even in the UK, they have it twisted up and twisted down. And it's like, how are we supposed to have, you know, any type of recognition or feel or something? Like, it's so skewed, man. It's so messed up. I'm not mad at the fact that it happened, as much as I'm mad at the fact that the negligence behind it. Just like, I'm staying corrected for what it is. So I don't know, man. It's just real sad to me. It's really pathetic. Because I'm like, yo, it's just real sad. And, yeah, man, it's just sad. But anyway, those are my pet peeves. And, this is my second video. I'm gonna work on it. Eventually I'll get it right. I'll have more topics. I'll think of more topics, you know? Maybe more topics, right? Get some people to finally start paying attention to my channel, or stumble upon it, or whatever. I don't know. But until then, folks, Later.